Hey guys, so this is going to be a pretty quick Q&A because a lot of the questions were basically the same thing except for a few of them, so I'm going to try and make this quick and to the point. The most asked question was, as a mom, can I give any tips getting to the gym, working out, etc.? Because as a mom, you're really busy. A lot of us have jobs, full-time, part-time, whatever, and then we have these children running around and we need to just get it done. If you have absolutely no other option except to work out at home, I would look into Melissa Bender. She's got a website and a YouTube, and she's got great tips. She goes through the whole workout with you, so you don't have to write it down. You can watch her on your phone, or if you have internet on your phone or your computer or whatever, and you can just do it right there with her. She uses minimal equipment and she builds muscle as well as, addresses the cardio aspect of it too, and core training and all the other parts of your body. I highly recommend her. And I personally do not like working out at home. I have this home gym here. I've worked out in it a few times, and I do it in the morning before my kids wake up. And I let my older daughter know so she can let me know when my son wakes up. It's out in the garage. They're not awake. They're not running around. They're not asking me for things. And so I know I can get a good workout in here if I need to. If you can afford a gym membership with the daycare there, that's what I would recommend most of all. Try and work that into your budget because it's worth it. It keeps you sane. It gives you your hour of you time without kids. They're gonna have to just be in the kids club, make it work, do their homework, play with other kids, whatever it is, so that you can get your workout in, because it's really important that you're physically active and taking care of you, as well as being an example to your children. I work with old people all the time whose kids have to take care of them, and I'd hate to say it's a burden, but it's not something that these patients want their kids to do for them. It's not something that as a child I would want to do for my parents, because I don't want them to be suffering like that. And it's better if we're all just healthy and active, and we can live longer, healthier lives and enjoy each other's time instead of being in hospitals and rehab centers and stuff like that. Like I said before, I don't want to seem insensitive, because I know that some people are under those circumstances for other reasons other than just inactivity, but overall health is important, and activity is a part of that. So don't feel guilty about trying to make time for yourself, because it's not just for yourself. So anyways, I guess those are my tips. You just have to, it took me a while, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while, and I just finally said, that's it. I'm gonna go crazy if I don't have something for myself, if I don't do this. And it's worked out fine. I still spend time with my kids. If you think working out with kids is hard, try vlogging. I swear, started this video 7 times. The other question was about creatine, what I think about it, if I use powders or chews. I use powder most of the time. I just used chews recently. My husband bought them, and during my cut, it was nice to chew on it and feel like I had a treat, instead of just drinking one more supplement. I do recommend taking it. I take it all the time. I had a week off of that at one point, and I did feel weaker after that. It helps with strength, it helps with endurance, and just your overall workout, and I feel like it really helps you get, benefits with using it. If you don't use creatine, you're just not going to be as strong as if you were. You might not be able to work out as long or as hard as you would with it. So I just really like having it. It's not something that you have to use, but I recommend it for any bodybuilder. And it is found in foods and stuff, but I like to take it as a supplement just to make sure that I'm getting it, so I don't have to count my creatine. I don't even know how you would do that, honestly. And did it cause bloating or water weight gain? No, and I'm of the opinion that I've done some research on it. I watched some videos. It's probably the most studied supplement other than protein as far as bodybuilding goes, and it's safe. One thing to make sure you do is take the recommended dosage. Don't take too much. Too much of anything is going to be a bad thing. So if you've heard horror stories, it's because those people are probably stupid and took way too much. This one question, how are you able to work out with weight training and not lose your tatas? This person lost a whole bra size, etc., etc. We've heard the story before. When you lose fat percentage, you're going to lose a percentage of your breasts. A lot of your breast tissue is fat, and that's just something that happens. I had a breast augmentation earlier in my life. It's been 9 years ago is when I got them. It was after breastfeeding my first child, and I was just like, you know, my mom has always told me whatever you can't grow, buy. She's not like some plastic surgery freak or anything, but it's just kind of like a family joke. So yeah, that's what I chose to do. I didn't want to go excessive and have balloon boobs up in my face, or somebody to look at me and be like, oh my god, she has breast implants, you know? So looking back, I wish I would have gone a little bit bigger, because I didn't realize I was going to shrink so much, because whatever breast tissue that I did have, I've lost. Like, I can pinch what breast tissue I have, so it's pretty much not mine. But I don't think that's a reason not, I mean, that's a good thing, right? If you're losing your breast tissue, it means you're losing fat, right? It's not just in your breast, it's overall. My husband likes to say there's no such thing as fat, you know, spot reduction. Some people hold fat in more, like, certain areas, and, you know, like their stomach. Some people hold it in their thighs or their butt or their back. We all hold it in different places, but as we lose fat, we're losing it all over our bodies. It just leans out more noticeably in certain areas, just because of our body types. But don't even worry about that. You know, you're doing it right. That's what it means. Do I notice mood swings with peak week cutting? It's not even just peak week. It's like anytime you're not eating enough carbs, your blood sugar is low, you're going to be cranky because your body's like, give me food. It could be hormonal. When you change one thing in your body, it has a domino effect on everything else, whether it be positive or negative. There's so many factors that you really don't know about. That's why you need, I'm going to go on a tangent here, but that's why people really need to be careful with carb depletion and water depletion, because it has a domino effect, and your body is always trying to maintain homeostasis. And so you take away one thing, it's going to overcompensate with something else, or it's going to hold on to something else and maybe not give you the results that you want. So do your research. Don't just take somebody's advice. One person asked what a day of eating looks like for me, but I'll just do a day of eating for you. Right now I'm in transition out of junky food from my competition to like a healthier, more maintainable, if it fits your macro type style food. So I'll share that with you soon. Okay, so this other question is a good question. It says, how do you adjust your macros if you hit a plateau? Like, by how much and which ones? So basically, I'm gonna refer you to my my secrets to target calories video, and my secrets to figuring out your macros video, and also my muscle hypertrophy video for one of these other questions coming up. Because that's where you'll get all of, but I hate when people do that, so I'm going to try and answer the question too real quick. My macros are always 0.5 grams of fat per pound of body weight, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and then I fluctuate my carbs according to my goals. So if I want to maintain, I'll find out my maintenance calories and have my carbs be that. If I want to cut weight, I'll go like 250, 200-ish calories below my maintenance. And then if I want to gain weight, I'll go 200 to 500 calories above my maintenance calories. And I do that with the carbs. So if you have a plateau in your weight and you're trying to lose, it either means that you've cut your calories down so low and your carbs so low that your body's not going to respond anymore, and you just have to work extra hard. Or you could kind of jumpstart your metabolism a little bit and give yourself a refeed day or two, and then hopefully that'll help you get over plateau. Also, it could mean that you're eating just too much and you need to adjust your macros. And like I said earlier, I would adjust your carbs, reduce your carbs if you're not already at a super low calorie. Somebody asked, they have a show in 6 to 7 months. She wants to go from 195 to 170 by the new year with a nutritionalist's help. She's 5'8", and she wants to know if that's a good, you know, amount of time, if that's reasonable. And I think it's reasonable. It's 15 pounds in about, what was this, like 9 weeks or 10 weeks? A pound a week to me, I mean, and maybe it's a little steep. I would say maybe 10 pounds for a reasonable goal, and then just see what happens. But I don't know if this person's how overweight they feel that they are, but I just know if you don't have a lot to lose, that you shouldn't be losing a bunch of weight. You don't want to lose a ton of water weight or a ton of muscle. You want to target your fat. So with a nutritionalist's help, that should be great, and then just stay active, and that'll help too. Don't feel bad about not hitting the 15 pounds. Just do what you can. And then just, you know, just take it easy and how your body looks and what you're coming up on as far as how, you know, as you approach the show. And if you feel like you're not ready, then postpone and just register for another show later. I wouldn't register too soon, especially if it's your first one, just because you want to make sure that you've had enough time under your belt in the gym. So somebody asked me for tips for gaining muscle and weight during a bulk and what kind of diet they should be eating. Basically do macros, like I said. I was answering this question in part with when I mentioned all of those videos that I recommend you go check out. If you can't gain and you're one of those annoying people that can't gain weight, eat more carbs. Make sure you're getting enough protein. If you're not gaining muscle and you're just gaining weight, fat, or water, then make sure that you're really pushing it hard in the gym, targeting your weak points that you really want to see growth in and doing it more than just one time a week, or, you know, just make sure you have a good workout regimen going on. And then this person is always asking about Sancho. So I will show you how Sancho's bulk is going. For those of you that don't know, we adopted a dog when we first moved to California, and his name was Sancho. His name was Sancho, that I don't know, that was just the name they gave him at the adoption place in front of PetSmart, and we liked the name, so we just kept it. We thought it was cute. And he was just kind of like really, you could see his ribs and his hip bones and stuff, and so I had him on like double the food that he should have been on. And so let's take a look at Sancho. Here's Sancho. Oh, stop! Pretty good looking dog. Healthy looking. Bulk is no longer bulk. We're on maintenance calories, huh, Sancho? Yeah. Yeah. Sit. 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 Good boy. Good boy.